Alright. We're streaming a bit. I mean, it sounds like it's working. It is working. Excellent. Oh, sorry. Got to get the rest of the way in. Just a moment. Kitty, however, is insistent that love is required. I am requested and required to give to Kitty his love. Thus saith the Kitty. Hello, Kit Kat. Hello. Gonna grab some water real quick. Smokey's going to be running the stream today, aren't you, Smokey? You get a lot more views than I would. All right. All right. So, I believe I said I was going to start right away with content, but I want to get this all the way done. Hi, Kitty. I love you too, man. What's this? Marshal Brookstone. Sir Marshal Brookstone is in need of a soldier. Ah, Lieutenant Krolinsk. A moment, if you would. The Alliance has seen fit to charge the Twin Adder with overseeing the occupation of Castromorians for the interim. As an adventurer, I realize it is your wont to attend to matters both great and small in all corners of the realm, though it should go without saying that you must also uphold your obligations to the Twin Adder and the Aorzean Alliance. Thus, I would ask for your aid in a reconnaissance mission here in the fringes. Pray, speak with Lieutenant Molko when you're ready to receive a briefing. She will be overseeing the operation. Good morning, Lieutenant Krolinsk. Still fighting the good fight, I take it? Would that we had more soldiers like you. I cannot speak for the immortal flames of the Maelstrom, but we of the Twin Adder. They're not accustomed to combat in such wide-open expanses. The beasts that roam these lands are quite dangerous, and to be frank, our new recruits are simply not up to the task for fending them off. For you, I imagine it would be like crushing ants underfoot. That is why I would ask you to give my men a brief lesson in combat by slaying the Antlions in Pike Falls. I have instructed them to stay well out of sight, so that you should have no trouble fighting without distraction. Just kidding. No repairs needed. Here, Tala. Do my eyes deceive me? It can't... Oh, but it is. Peter Krolinsk, the Griffin's Bane himself. That's me. Hi. Yes, the great hero who defeated the Griffin atop Baelsol's wall, bringing his plans of conquest. Illustrious Griffin's Bane here to Castromorians. Hey, I'm here supposed to help you with things. Serpent Marshal Brookstone has requested you to assist in my investigation. Oh, this is such an honor. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Goodness me, where are my manners? Taka Milko, military records officer, at your service. Shortly after taking control of Castromorians, we discovered a number of confidential documents left behind by the Garleans. Prisoner records dating back to the beginning of the Alamigo occupation. As you might have guessed, a great many were conscripted and sent away to subjugate new territories. A surprisingly large number were executed as a remainder of what would happen should any step out of line. Reminder, I mean. What we weren't expecting, however, was the number of prisoners lifted simply as whereabouts unknown. We thought perhaps they met some ill fortune during the imprisonment, or even escaped, but we could find no other documents to suggest what had become of them. Be they living or deceased, it is now our duty to find them, not just for our own records, mind you, but their loved ones as well. They deserve a peace of mind of knowing what happened here. Whether this were a recent incident, though, it would be no easy task ascertaining the whereabouts after 20 years, but I believe I know where we might begin our investigation. The Antanta have called these lands home before even the Alamegans came to settle here, and as luck would have it, the Resistance has established cordial relations with their people. Perhaps they remember something of what happened all those years ago. I mean, maybe. Lucine is in need of an extra pair of hands. Oh, you're the adventurer from before. Have you come for more work? Because I could certainly do with that extra hand or two. My analysis of the samples you brought me is coming along quite nicely, but there's one more area I would have you investigate. There's a cavern southeast of here, the Comet's Tail. So named for the glowing ore covered in its walls and ceiling, as if the gods themselves captured starlight and placed it there. Despite its supposed beauty, however, I've heard reports the area has been adversely affected by pollution. As before, I need you to procure 3 samples of the soil and 1 of the water, so I can ascertain the truth of what has happened here. All right. As I can hear the cat flinging litter to all corners of the earth in the background. It's an Antanta battle mate. Alamegan prisoners captured 20 years ago. Oh, yes, I remember. When the Carleans gained their foothold here, they interned any and everyone. Striders, Antanta, it mattered not. Most were forced to serve in the Carlean military, dispatched to other lands from which they could never return. If I'm not mistaken, the prisoners who remained were taken to a small village to the south. I cannot say what transpired there, but the settlement was heavily guarded. I fear the worst for them. The settlement to the south? Why, that would have to be Bittermill. I recall records of its residents seeking asylum in Gridania when the Guardians first arrived. Oh, the place was all but razed to the ground. Well, let's begin our search there. Perhaps something of value will remain in the rubble. Let's head south first. I wanna start the what she always wanted mission, so I don't forget to do it again, because I forgot briefly. Which was indeed the entire reason why I had not said I was going to do that. Start off the mission for the White Mage. It should be the last mission for White Mage. And then we'll get the rest of it rolling. Just such a dank place. Hey there, Sylphie. What's up? Sylphie appears to be overwhelmed. Oh, come to look in on us, have you, Peter? Brother Isumi will soon be here to gauge Gaddy's progress. Her studies have actually been going rather well. It's Sanche I'm worried about. Please, don't say anything to Gaddy yet, but I fear her mother may be nearly calmed. I've suspended lessons for the moment, and had the two of them spend every waking moment together. Treating Sanche has left me too exhausted to teach in any case. As for her medicine, another batch should have arrived to the castrum by now. I need to draw the spring water I used to dilute the dose. So would you mind picking up the delivery from the sutler for me? We'll meet back here. Let's see if we can get the comet's tail going. Which is probably some kind of, like, cave. Which is glowing, isn't it? Very interesting. I got one soil sample. Kitty says hello. And another soil sample. And a third. Hi, Kitty. I love you too. Yes, you're a sweetie. Yes, you are. You don't need to lick my hand. I was just letting you sniff it. All right. Cat just barely off the screen. The cursed sphere, I guess. Oh, I need to kill these tracer antlions. Bless you, Kitty. Let's go. to do down here. What's up, Serpent Recruit? It's an honor to meet you. To watch you fight is quite inspiring. Tell me, do you have any tactics in mind when engaging the antlions? Willing to keep swinging until the victory is assured. Kill them until they die from it. I see. Yes. I suppose all enemies eventually yield to superior strength. Much more training ahead of me, don't I? Yep, my secret... Lieutenant Krolinsk, the rumors of your prowess do no justice whatsoever to what I just witnessed. What is your secret? Battles just seem to work out in my favor. Luck. What? Do you mean to say you've come all this way simply because the unseen hands of fate deemed you to be victorious? If only I could have armor so thick as that. Pray excuse me, I don't need time to think on this. Honestly, I'm here to heal. I kill things because I have to. Really would rather not, given the choice, to be perfectly honest. Really bad news. Dude, that's no chance. What? Right? Goodness, that's smart. Oh, there we go. Perhaps I should be more devoting time to combat training, though no amount of training would make me make a match for the renowned Griffin's Bane. Oh, that was a magnificent display. The Gallian soldiers are certainly the last thing I expected to find in these abandoned and otherwise forgotten buildings. I managed to catch them unawares, but I'm quite certain this investigation would have ended poorly had you not arrived. Still, I find this quite curious. By all rights, the Gallians should be too busy contending with the resistance to waste time in a place like this. Oh, what were they doing here? I'm afraid our search for answers has only raised more questions. If we are to make sense of all of this, we must search this place from top to bottom after my heart returns to my chest, of course. Yes, breathing is good. Sorry to keep you waiting. I fear the battlefield is no place for a bookworm. If the gods were kind, they would encounter no further distractions. Now, let us begin our search. We'd like to cover more ground if we split up. Hopefully there's still some trace of the prisoners left here. I found some footprints. Are they Galleon-sized? Upon closer inspection of the ground, you see footprints. Some of them appear to be fresh. The cloying stench of rotting debris fills your nostrils. You're unable to discern where the odor is coming from. If I had to make a wild guess, I'd say it probably has something to do with that building. What's this? Look, it's the deserted house made of gingerbread. That's pretty crazy. This house is much too clean to have been abandoned for 20 years. Oh, Peter, thank goodness. I found someone while inspecting the houses. He seems unwell. Unwell? Unwell? No, definitely not. Certainly not. Yes, we're quite fine. And what are you? What of you, a little girl dressed in strange clothes? They're quite strange, quite strange. What? Oh, you have some nerve. Regardless of how I look, I'm a ranking officer of the Order of the Twin Adder. Oh, thank you very much. Now, who are you and what business do you have here? Who? Yes, who? An excellent question. You are who, but who are we? Yes, we would like to know that very much, very much. You don't remember? Well, is there anything you can remember? Remember, oh, remember. Yes, something about this place. Something familiar, quite familiar. Peter, this is only a hunch of mine, but I suspect he's not from this place. Considering he's Elzen, he's likely a Gradanian escaped from Garleans. Or perhaps... could he be one of the missing prisoners? It would certainly explain the Garlean soldiers from before. We need to take him back for questioning. Sure, whatever. Excuse me, sir, but would you be willing to come back with us? At the very least, it would be more comfortable with than these dilapidated houses, and we may be able to help you recover your memory. Memories, sweet memories. Yes, I would very much like them, very much. All right, then. Let's return to Castromorians. Oh, my browbeating commander will likely wish to meet you. I suppose it can't be helped. All right, I'll turn these in and hopefully... be good to go from there. Wine, says the kitty. Hello, Suit Serpent Marshal Brookstone. Possibly one of the remaining missing prisoners, you say? I expect some wild claim from Lieutenant Molkov, but if you would corroborate her report, perhaps this warrants investigation. Until further notice, he shall stay under the protection of the Orlesian Alliance. Sir, with all due respect, we cannot just... Lieutenant Moloch, get this man a hot meal and a warm bed. When he's had a bit of rest, we'll see what he knows of Bittermill and the Garleans. It should not be long before we reach a good resolution of all this. You're free to wait here until she finishes questioning our detainees. All right. Welcome back. The men seem transformed having met you, though I suppose your custom having that effect on people. Sadly, I have no memorable acts of daring with which I can inspire them. Still, I am heartened to know that there are those like you to whom they can look up to, who will inspire them to train harder. I'll be the very first to admit, I was skeptical when they first began enlisting adventurers in grand companies, but I'm glad my doubts were proven unfounded. Safe travels, Lieutenant. I imagine Lieutenant Moloch has finished questioning the detainee by now. Go and see what, if anything, she's learned. Oh, eventually. Hey there, independent settler. Oh, you've come on young Sylvie's behalf, have you? I've got a delivery right here. I rushed in through the back of our swiftest chocobo. There you are. Thanks. Seems our patient's in a bad way, eh? Well, I'll send my own prayers to the matron and hope the medicine does the trick. Oh, Peter, I just finished with questioning. Unfortunately, he can recall absolutely nothing of his past, and the only thing he's certain of is that he escaped from Godlian captivity. I'm beginning to believe he's one of those missing prisoners. Where does Bittermill fit in all of this? I feel that we've reached an impasse. It's not just that we can... Not as if we can just ask the Godlians what they were doing here. Or perhaps we can. The soldier who escaped us earlier must know something if he's been prowling about the area. He has to be taken into custody. Come, Peter, we must speak with Sergeant Marshal Brookstone about assembling a search party. No stone can be left unturned. Sure, whatever. Did you have trouble acquiring the samples? If did not, here you are. Yes, this is perfect. Perhaps someday soon we can restore the cave to what it once was. You see, the Comet's Tail was once a place of worship. Legend has it that as the great flood of the sixth umbral calamity swept across the Eorzea, Ralgar cast a great beacon into the sky to lead his people to safety. That beacon would one day fall to earth, and its remnants are what illuminate that cave. The Almegans placed altars within, and would often visit to offer prayers to Ralgar. Of course, that all changed when the Guardians came. No one is certain for what purpose the cave was closed off, but some say it was used as a crude weapons research facility. Whatever the truth may be, I will find it, and restore it to what was taken. Restore what was taken from the Almegans. When that day comes, I hope you'll go and pay the Comet's Tail a visit. Head back around over here.
You wish to capture the soldier you encountered in Bittermill? Well, you should know I've already dispatched a reconnaissance team. After reading Lieutenant Nolok's report, Molko's report, my bad, I thought it prudent he be apprehended immediately. However, therein lies the rub. We lack the manpower to sufficiently survey the area. In fact, we're just deliberating over who I should call back to make a sweep of Owen's stash.
There's no need for that, Sir. Pieter and I will go. I realize I'm not the ideal scout to assist with this, but we have to find him. And off she goes. One wonders about Drusilla. Check on that shortly. On your guard, Peter. I have a bad feeling about this place. Well, then let's go in. If it's a trap, surely we need to spring it. Stutter, stutter, stutter. We found him, Peter. We really found him. What are you? Those wounds. If he's not treated soon, he won't be telling anyone anything. Oh, he's like to bleed out if left unattended. Go and tell Sergeant Marshal Brookstone we found him, and he needs medical assistance before he can be moved. You know, I'd be much better if you went, since, like, I could defend myself against him if he turned on me, but yeah, sure, I'll leave. Oh. We'll hide that one. So he's not constantly looking at me. Since I have no intention of doing it. Marshal Brookstone.
What, you left her alone? I mean, if such high and low, if there's no sign of this runaway soldier.
Oh, he's in the cave. It was like the first place we looked.
Found him at Owen's stash. Oh, say no more. Attention, this is Brookstone speaking. The subject has been found at Owen's stash. I repeat, the subject has been found at Owen's stash. He's severely wounded and in need of medical attention. Excellent work. Perhaps now we can finally get to the bottom of all this Bittermill business.
Bittermill business sounds awesome.
All right, so my men should be back by now. I'll go and see if we can find Lieutenant Molko. I want to know what these Garlean dogs are up to.
Hello, Lieutenant.
Ah, Peter, I'm happy to report we managed to bring him back safely, and not a minute too soon. I planned to speak with him shortly after returning, but the healers won't permit anyone to see him until he's settled and the bleeding has stopped. I imagine we won't have to wait very long.
Let's hurry up and wait then. All right, well.
It seems he's finally fit to speak. I don't expect you to be grateful, but I'd like to remind you likely would not be standing here if we hadn't found you in that cave. Now, start talking. What were you doing here in Bittermill? We were looking for someone. An escapee from one of our facilities. He lost his memory and was otherwise mentally unstable, so we knew he could not have gone far. I believe the man you're speaking of is already in our custody. We found him seeking shelter in Bittermill. He claims you captured him, though he cannot recall where or why. So he returned to the Bittermill after all. I guess the past came back to haunt him, even if he can't remember it. Listen, my superiors are not like to show any leniency. If you tell me everything you know, I will do everything within my power to see your life is spared. Do we have a deal? Miss, I may be dressed in their uniform, but you're mistaken to believe that I owe the Garleans any allegiance. I'll gladly tell you. 20 years ago, a group of prisoners were relocated to Bittermill to assist in Garlean's most unorthodox experiments. They wanted to create a new chemical weapon, one that would leave buildings untouched, while killing anyone and everyone it came into contact with. Black Rose, I believe it was called. Oh, that's horrible. Their intention was to drive back Eorzean forces without wasting any of their own in the front lines. Of course, they wouldn't know if it really worked without willing volunteers. And what better place than a village long since abandoned by its people? Not a single person survived. The test proved a resounding success. It was only a matter of time before Black Rose would be deployed, or so they thought. To the surprise of many, the project was shut down before Black Rose could ever be used. The order came from the legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion, an interim leader of the Alamegan province, Gaius von Belsar. The Black Wolf would not allow the senseless murdering of Eorzea's people. He saw them as future subjects of the Empire, to be ruled, not savages to be slaughtered. Everything was to be destroyed, but the man behind the project would not see his work wasted, and ran off the last remaining samples of Black Rose. That's the man we have in our custody. He was promptly apprehended, but he already hidden away his work. They used every heinous tool in their disposal to make him talk, yet he would not, or rather could not, tell them where he had hid it. The doctor had already gone mad and couldn't remember a thing. I can only assume one of his experiments went wrong and ruined his mind in the process. Then that means the man that we found earlier. That's him. Garlemes, former head of research at the 14th Imperial Legion. I can't believe that incoherent mess of a man was a scientist in service of the Galdeans. I think we've heard enough. Thank you for your cooperation. What do you think, Peter? A part of me wants to believe it isn't true, but I see no reason why he would lie to us. There has to be some way to substantiate his story.
If the entirety of Bittermill was used for these experiments, it would be no easy feat to do away with the evidence in such a massive operation. And I know there would be some lingering traces of their work. And if they couldn't dispose of it, the only option would be to bury it. Oh, Peter, we have to get back to Bittermill. You're way too excited about finding this death whatevers. This death device. Alright. Taking our time going back to deliver that medicine, because, I mean, we're in no rush, right? Bittermill. It's really small. Oh, Telemoloch. All right, let's split up. There has to be something here. I'm not leaving till we find it. The big smoldering wreck. All that behind here. Found some barren soil. Maybe this is the Death Doom device. Rotter. Well, there's nothing buried here. That's the smelly door. It's the same barren soil as before. Still nothing buried here. I don't know, those wooden planks would have been a good place to hide it. I don't doubt what the man said. The thought of all these people dying on this very ground is revolting. A part of me hopes we don't find anything. Another area back here. There's nothing buried here. Dang it. 3 houses. I found barren soil by 2 of them, but not by the 3rd. There's the 3rd one. Your digging reveals a small metal container, though you probably shouldn't touch it. Lieutenant Mulca will want to know what you found. Hey, Lieutenant Mulca, what's up? You found something? Yeah, it's a little metal container. A metal container? Could it be the missing sample of Black Rose? Oh, so he was telling the truth after all. There's no time for sentiments, nor hasty. There's no time to be sentimental nor hasty. All mishaps in handling that container should prove disastrous. Let's report back to Serpent Marshal Brookstone. Well, but first, let's deliver the medicine. Now that we've handled a deadly poison, we're going to deliver the medicine. It'll be fine. Here we are in Dim World. Here, Sylvie. Sash? Gaddy? Please, no more hiding now. Oh, where could they have gone? Sophie seems to be in a panic. Do your best to soothe her. You're alright, Sylvie. We'll find them. Peter, thank you. If I ever need your calming presence, it's now. I come back with spring water to find Gaddy's hat upon the floor, and the 2 of them vanished. Sanch could barely move. Where in Heidelin could they have gone? They can't have gone very far. You're right. Gaddy's been doing wonderfully in her training, so there's no reason for them to run away. I think I might have it. I've heard Sancha talking about a cave called the Comet's Tail, and how she wanted to visit it again. Ooh, hello. Before it was too late. But I assume he's likely on his way. I'll go and intercept them while you head to the cave. If you find him there, make sure Sancho takes their medicine. And they'll try. They don't really listen to me. More adventures. Oh my gosh, I got the obvious. Sancho, you're right. Here's some medicine for you. Let's go. About to be a big fight. Mama? Mama, please don't leave me alone. Why isn't the medicine working? Mama, Mama, open your eyes. That is a question. They say puzzles are dangerous when they're not trained. I can't. I'm losing control. I must own my fear. Feel the ground beneath my feet and the flow of wind and water. Oh, nicely done, Gaddy. You made remarkable progress since last we met. Peter, Sylphie, you've instructed her well. Don't worry, we'll look after your mama. We'll try. So beautiful. Thank you for bringing me here. One last time. Don't say that, Mama. I learned conjuring, and once you're better, we can come here every day. The glow of this cave is not a good glow. Peter, thanks to you and Sylphie's efforts, the Sanchez held on this long. And yet, there are limits to the healing arts. Each life comes to an end, and even a conjurer cannot undo what fate has ordained. Take heart, however, in knowing that your care and attention has allowed this irreplaceable moment between mother and daughter to continue. My precious girl, you filled my days with love. I was selfish, and selfishness has brought you pain. For that, I'm truly sorry. Mama? My love, my light, I pray you find such happiness as I have known. Thank you, all of you. Watch over her. We'll try. No, 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 no! I'm gonna Hulk out. This can't be happening. I promised Mama. You're gonna pull all the demons in the area. Oh no. She got devoured by the darkness. So very close. Heed my words then. How long has this fiend lurked within Sanche, awaiting for this very moment?
We cleansed the taint yet? We're working on it.
Terrible child, dragging around your sick mother. You have killed her. Accept the evil you have done and atone with your very life.
But I didn't. I killed her. Ignore it, Gaddy. But I did bring Mama here. It was me. I killed her. Ah! Here comes the demon. The void sin has sunk its hooks in the Gaddy's spirit. We must destroy it ere her life force is drained all the way. Yep, let's get him. Come here, you punk. Welcome, Empty, by the way. Didn't say it before. Help Gaddy resist this trance, but the void sense must be slain. Or eternity will die. Devil is the devil to trust it. Filthy? No, it's not you too. This is all my fault. Ah! Oh dear. No, she's losing too much ether. Punch the foe. Peter, slay the void scent. I'm trying. Get this guy by human. Your mother wondered for you. He appears to be calming down. Well done, Peter. I'll rest something you focus on killing the bad things. Can't read it while doing stuff. The last job quest in the next expansion. Then a role quest. Peter, I need your guiding. The last job quest, huh? Okay. Thank you, Peter. Your strength to remember your mother's love. This is a level 70 quest to go. Control mode. Thank you. It is a level 70 quest. I'm not getting else banish this foul creature from my midst. Don't need them out. As you wish. Magic, sir. Ah! Yep, my feeble magic was quite effective. With the void scent vanquished, Gaddy has been freed of its debilitating influence. We need not fear her losing control again. When Mama died, as if I'd fallen into a deep, dark hole, my mind was full of screaming, and then I heard your voices from somewhere far away, calling me back. I heard Mama's voice, too. That's when I knew that she would always be at my side. I'll do my best to make her proud of me. With the strength you've shown, there's already much of which to be proud. Your ether is tranquil, calm. I see no need to enforce further training at the guild, though its doors are open to you, nonetheless. Will you return with us to Gridania? I always thought Mama wanted to live alone with me, away from other people. So I tried to forget about wanting friends or traveling to other places. But now I think what she wanted was to let me find my own way. And thanks to Sylphie's lessons, there's no need for me to hide in the forest anymore. I'll go to Gridania. I want to study more conjuring and learn to fight fiends as well as Pieta. Cool. And I still have so much to learn from Sylphie. We'll keep studying together, I promise. We both have far to go before we're a match for Peter. Yeah, you know, I'm just doing my thing. Well, Sylphia, making promises to study? It would seem that mentioning Getty has been proven beneficial to you both. Mentoring Getty, I should say. Beneficial to you both. This time we're on our way. We shall all hold a memorial for Sanche and then see about setting you into your new life at Stillglade fame. Yep. Quest complete. Cinepagel awakens great restorative power within you. Plenary Indulgence. This concludes the White Mage quest in Final Fantasy Stormblood. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. Shadowbringers must be registered to your service account. You must also complete the main scenario quest, Shadowbringers. You must complete the role quest, The Soul of Temperance. If you've done so, the next White Mage quest will be available from Rio Nasena. So according to that, there's another one after Shadowbringers. But I have to beat the role quest as well, which is what you talked about. I'm done with that. Pietro is now living free from the tyranny of chance. Unfortunately, that's the garb. Yeah, we found a Pajawan little girl, and, well, things weren't going so well for her. She's worried about her sick mama. So he just killed her mama, and now she's better. Happy ending. All's well that ends well, right? Yeah, Brookstorm. They found a little vial. Lieutenant Malkas reporting in, sir. We've discovered the identity of the man we thought to be one of the missing prisoners. He's Garlemez, a former chief of research of the 14th Imperial Legion, who oversaw the manufacturing of a chemical weapon known as the Black Rose. After a thorough survey of Bittermill, we've discovered what we believe to be a sample of this weapon. We would like to request assistance in retrieving it.
Attention. This is Brookstone. Container we believe to contain the Garlean chemical weapon has been discovered at Bittermill. I need you to get out there and retrieve it immediately.
As for the missing prisoners, they were used as test subjects for Black Rose, as there were no survivors. Sir, I don't believe we should allow the risk of such a weapon falling into the wrong hands.
I agree, Lieutenant.
This is the chemical weapons thing.
I agree, Lieutenant. After the weapon has been safely moved to a secure location, rest assured we will see to its disposal. As for the Garlemez, his fate resides with the Council. Considering the weight of his crimes, his punishment will be quite severe. I must pity the man.
I almost pity the man, but memories of Noah's crimes cannot be excused.
Lieutenant Molka, Lieutenant Krolinsk.
Trying to go southern again.
You've done well today, and I'm sure you're both quite tired. Go and rest, you've earned it.
Actually, I think I'll be heading back to Britannia to write up a report. The events of Bittermills need to be recorded, and we might prevent such atrocities from happening again. I wish I could accompany you a while longer, but I'm sure the great Griffin's Bane is needed elsewhere. Thank you again for your help. I look forward to adding the feats of daring to our record someday.
I just appreciate you not mentioning the fact my pants fell off. All right. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what the name of that particular mission was. That wasn't a main scenario quest anyway. Yeah, I won gear from the last dungeon. That's why I'm wearing the unfortunate pants that I am. Oh, whatever. I'm not that worried about it. They're very revealing. They are quite revealing, are they not? I may have to glimmer them at some point. I assume I'm going to get more pants sometime soon, so I'm not that worried about it. It did make my wife giggle quite a bit. And go farm more gear? Not especially. We're gonna go dress up like Garleans here in a minute. I like letting the game happen organically. I try not to like go out of my way to do much. That feels kind of artificial to me. It's like, no, let's let the game happen naturally.
Besides, I am a weaver, so if I really wanted to, I could just make some new pants. Again, trying to do this kind of casual. Because if I let myself, I will get really intense about it. How close are we on this area? Okay, I need to find one more Aether Current and one more mission. Okay. Now I gotta find out. Resmar in his underwear. Listen. There's a few things more casual than playing in your underwear. I said we're going to do this casually, and I meant it. We're not talking business casual either. Going back to the dungeon. Yeah, we're good. Speaking of, okay, since I've just given a big speech about being like really, really casual, I'm now going to go in search of this Aether Current. Because that's casual. Probably wait a little longer for that one. I mean, probably. East. There it is. Never mind. I got it. All right. So now I'm just gonna drown my bird. That's all I'm gonna do. I'll drown my bird. Sorry. I need to rename my bird. I named him Valkyrie, not realizing he was a boy. And that was like at the very beginning. And I haven't renamed him yet. I need to do that. Again, I'm playing casual. I don't need to worry about that. Dress up before we go in. And maybe we can keep the dog from attacking us. I look entirely like someone from this area. Yep, see, the dog attacked me. Very first thing. Bad dog.
Doc, it hurts when I do that. Well, then don't do that. Ain't that hard. That'll be $10,000. Hello there. Are you new? I am new. And look at my glorious Imperial salute. Is it time already? Not that I'm complaining mine, I just thought the others would have been gone longer. What do you want? I really took my time coming over here. Changing the guard, is it? About bloody time. Just looking at these on and making me depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes, pissing myself in fear. You know, recruiting your enemies to be members of your resistance is not the best plan. Sorry, can't help but give advice to the people I'm trying to fight. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. And with that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. We can dispose of that cursed uniform, too. It's time to guide the villagers to freedom. Yep, off with the pants. Yep, that's what we're doing. We're living the pants-free life. You know what they say, when in the Far East, take your pants off. I'm actually not sure how the saying goes, but what's important is, I met a villager. Hey there, villager, how you doing?
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Indeed.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Tried.
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
Look, I'm doing what I can to help you. Stop whining about it.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true.
Indeed.
Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
Seem that way.
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help. All right?
But it can be different.
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
You put a glamour on
We all
that.
have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost, our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
Never too late to fix it.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must, to keep your loved ones safe.
Survival can be pretty miserable.
Why would you... After everything...
Sorry, the outfit kind of ruined the seriousness of the moment. And as they run off in the rain, we glance at Pieter, who has yet again forgot his pants. Apologies, Pieter.
Wrong voice.
Apologies, Pieter. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I believe, I have to believe, that in their heart of hearts, that they still...
You can craft some gear if you want. Help me out fill in my crafted logs.
They still...
What am I? I'm level 57. 67. If you want to produce something long on the top or something good for the bottom, I will accept it.
Now's not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicine will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They'll suspect they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with anyone else. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dared not risk killing them for the sake of the villagers. Attend to the last two I put to sleep. I'll see to the others.
I'll have no effect because I'm currently being chased. Hey there. You like some drugs? Hey! Sold my die. Pick him up and put him down. You wanna fight? Let's fight. I was gonna let you live. I won't anymore. Well, I've made smarter moves. And down I go. Well, let's head back. The finishing move was an AoE, and that's what brought in everything else. I would have gotten away with it too. One of those meg-wing dogs. Those stupid kids of theirs. Let's try to survive. Okay, what texts are happening? Fire than you. Go home. You ever tried searching for a ninja? It doesn't work as well as you think. Yeah, there you go, Gary. Like I said, I'm not that worried about finding new clothes because new clothes will be thrown at me soon.
Forgive me for making you search.
I didn't have to look that long.
It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Yeah, we actually had this whole thing where we found all that stuff out. Yeah, I've been there.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father.
Yep.
They are in good health then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me.
That's good.
That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kayan and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu.
Oh man, I got 2 more hours of streaming left.
Good men all. Brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doma.
Weather's perfect for this discussion. Time of day, very pretty.
In the end, I will always be of the sea.
Nothing wrong with that.
Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me?
No.
He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger."
Yep.
Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
It will not always be so.
So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on, together.
That's all we have.
An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
Yep. Final Fantasy, that cross between steampunk and high fantasy. Eight o'clock at night, very pretty time. What's up, Polka?
I hate it when I get lost.
Let's talk, Iguri. Come, we must tell the others of this airship and hear what they know of it. Let's do that. Well, people seem to be freaking out. Poof.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
Kind of.
We freed them, along with many others. Kosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
That can be good.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
I mean, if you can, great. Actually, we should probably go back to where we were before.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri.
Exactly.
You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation.
Oh no, I can explain it easily. He was level 70 and I got synced to level 63.
He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all.
His ability to sync people at lower level than him.
We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
I mean, not necessarily flawless.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Maybe, anyway.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom.
And that is very true.
Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child.
He is not mincing words.
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I cannot, I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
Try our best to make it another day. Oh, I am about 15 minutes from being able to have some coffee, so I'll be right back. Started the pot warming. I can't wear any of this. Give me that piety. However, pants are on the way. That's what that looked like to me. Next time will be pants. Cat is posing for you.
I will not pursue her. It is for her to think on our master's words and recognize the futility of her course. Those, at least, are my thoughts upon the matter. Yours may be different. Should you wish to give chase, I will not bar your path. We each have but one life. It is not to be spent recklessly in pursuit of our goals. I pray she realizes this soon.
Search for Yagiri. Why am I always looking for the shinobi? Here, find this ninja. Okay. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Find it here again. It's like, oh man. I am playing Where's Waldo with Connor in San Diego. Ah, I found you. Really bad ninja. I found you twice. Using birds? That's kind of cool. Did Cassetza send you to stop me? Then you came of your own free will. I should be surprised if you agreed with my chosen course. No one else did. But it's not as fanciful as they would have you believe. Scant moments ago, I received the Crown Prince's itinerary from one of our spies in the castle. 'Twould seem Xenos has no desire to remain in Dome any longer than necessary. He wishes to inspect the moon gates this very eve. His impatience is to our advantage. He arrived without warning and gave Yuketsu no time to prepare. The whole castle's in a state of upheaval. To avoid any delays, declined a full escort, and he'll be traveling with no more than a handful of soldiers. The Kami could not have blessed us with a more auspicious circumstance. I will kill him, Pieta. I will.
Oh, it's nice knowing you, Yagiri.
Not alone. I know the odds. I know what he's capable of, and in that open confrontation I will likely die.
Yes, you will.
But if I do not, if I succeed, then countless lives will be spared. And save Doma, Alamigo, everything will change. One life for that world is a price I would pay 1,000 times over.
I don't think that's going to turn out the way you think it is, Yagiri.
What? What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? Do you mean to join me?
Yep, I want to watch you die.
Thank you. Thank you. I cannot well express what this means to me. We have much to discuss, but we can do so on the way. Yakuza Manor is some distance from here. We must hurry. It's going to end so badly. Stay calm. No one knows you were here. No one knows you saw anything. No one knows you overheard two rebels plotting to kill the Crown Prince. Oh, stupid, stupid, stupid. You know how this ends. They only have themselves to blame. You have to tell them. You have to... You're gonna get us killed. Honestly, we're trying to get killed as it is. Whee! Swimming time. This is quality video right here. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Can't really see much more from this angle. I've discovered a new location. Whew. See more bun. There's definitely bun around. There's plenty to be had, whether you want to see it or not. So you're gonna have to do a chocobo bun for now. There are a lot of moon gates. At least it's not boring. Whee! Yeah, there you, Geary. That is far enough. Let us discuss our plan of attack. I have pants. Huzzah! Yeah, look, no one questions who owns the pants in this relationship. Zeno's itinerary is as follows. He'll depart Domo Castle by ship and approach the moon gates. The Magitech field will be deactivated briefly, allowing his vessel to pass. It'll then continue on to these very docks where he and his entourage will disembark. As you can see, this area is not ideal for an ambush. Wide open, multiple avenues of escape. The man is better suited for our needs. Let us split up and search for a suitable hiding place. In the manor? I can see the problem with that. White pants it is. Tell what time it is. I mean, does that count as a hiding place? It still seems kind of like it's open, but whatever. Behind a wall, I guess. Surrounded by walls and deserted, this location appears to be ideal for concealment. It's a good thing no one has gotten here before us. Ah, there you are. From the roof, we'd have a clear view of the docks. It's settled. We shall lie and wait here until Xenos arrives. As discussed, if all goes to plan, he should fall at my first blow. If not, then the two of us will have to engage him in open combat. His escort is of no consequence, which means that we will have a 2-on-1 advantage. Nevertheless, he's not to be underestimated, which you are clearly doing. All that remains is to wait. I trust you're ready? Kinda. Let's go. We'll definitely prepare better, but whatever. Buddy in spandex.
He comes.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
All right.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
What are you planning to do, punk? Yep, I know. Thank you. I'm going to have coffee whenever I'm ready.
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Kyan! For Doma!
Ah!
Left to dance with two partners.
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound. Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor. Yeah.
This is not a game, she says.
Leave this to me.
I'm trying to find a way through this game without not dying.
All right.
Stand and down without. Madame Beast, you got the right to look on it.
Let us put you to the proof.
No, I must fight all that we have lost.
Run, beast, run! Yeah. Give me something to remember. Don't stop now.
No special grandchildren. Come on, please.
I see.
And that's how we died.
I remember you, Al Amigo, the champion of the savages.
That's me. They call me Savage.
Look ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Damage your helmets.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life.
You're a pretty boy?
Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. Live. For the rush of blood. For the time between the seconds. Live. For the sole pleasure left me in this empty, ephemeral world. Live! You are not worthy.
Don't swaddle you, Yuri. We need her. Oh.
Get away from them, you imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
Yeah, it's going to end really badly.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away, but I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt.
It's true.
So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
Death is death, regardless of the reason.
Not wrong.
Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are!
Oh, thanks for the heal.
Go, now! Gusetsu, see to Yugiri.
Hey!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
Cool.
My lord?
Oh. I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what was going to go through that man's head. But I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us. Thank Alfrino. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently awaiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard that Yugiri's plan, and how you, of all people, decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders, calling for a squadron to be assembled.
As you were. As were you.
I was rather composed, as I recall, although that is neither here nor there. Can you believe it? We faced down the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell a tale. Oh, you've no idea what this means to us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and more armor, and we're not going to stop till we've taken back our homeland. All right. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We got wounded to tend to first, and you're being attacked. We'll deal with this after we're done. The tale, getting more weapons and armor, and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. All right, getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We got wounded to tend to first. Well, let's get back to the village. Attacked by a growth hormone weasel. There's definitely something wrong with that weasel. It's not the normal weasel. It's weird how many places in the world have tube cats like that, you know, just the long fur balls, the fuzzy snakes. All right, I'm going to grab coffee, and then we'll go to the last hour here. It's been a weird day, starting the diet and all that. All right, let's go. Where am I going? I was already where I was going. How you feeling? After fighting that demon, I can only imagine. I suppose I ought to apologize to you for, well, you know. Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us. The shinobi, too. Sure thing. Glad I could help you.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
I just noticed I have ear guards on that don't fit me because I have the bunny ears.
Stare any harder and you're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
I've got nothing more to say to them. I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
All right. Have fun.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety.
You did.
And endangered I know not how many others in so doing.
Yeah, they're still in danger.
Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes and left you no choice but to follow suit.
All this is
nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words and the intent therein. In offering his head, he but sought to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
And there they are!
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new Primal Slayer.
Yeah, it was a terrible plan. Still is a terrible
I'm sorry
plan.
we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what.
Because, like, we've lost the element of surprise. We've screwed everything up.
I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
You might have. That's a fair concern.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us.
I don't know the story. The village gaining independence, however fleeting.
Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required.
Indeed.
Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
Wow, way to make it weird.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid.
Okay.
Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore.
Exactly. They would be sunk before they even got there.
Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded.
Okay.
That being the case, a popular uprising spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle.
Okay.
'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I
Indeed.
have seen worse plans prevail.
Okay.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one.
Okay.
He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
That is true.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
It doesn't have to work. Sometimes you lose. It's part of what's good about the Final Fantasy games is that you don't always win. Sometimes Final Fantasy VI happens. Never played Final Fantasy VI? Oh, man. The music is fantastic. And it was a brilliant bit of storytelling for 1994, whenever it was. When, I mean, you had your standard story. You go through, you gather heroes, you go fight the guy, and you beat him at the end.
So you go through all of that, you find the guy, you beat him, but then his retainer, you find out, has... Sorry, this is spoilers for Final Fantasy VI. I don't know if you ever want to play it. Dude, I should probably stop right there. But the long story short is, you don't win. The world is destroyed and life sucks. And yeah.
Be traveling to Azim's Steppe, Peter. I found Lord Hien once more, and I'm confident I'll do so again. Moreover, as to me, when he put the question of Doma's resolve, I feel it my duty to deliver it to him, our people's reply.
Our countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked in his face. It would be of great comfort to see him again, and no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add.
But yeah, have you played Final Fantasy VII? Because Final Fantasy VII did something similar, where they did a plot twist that you had not seen in video games up to that point, although it's happened several times since. Where it's just a thing happened that now is normal, but at the time it was like, wait, what? No, that's my only healer. I need that person.
I wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I've heard, he's about the same age as me. And then there's Fordola, who isn't a lot longer than us both.
Made it 20% of Final Fantasy VII? Well, there's a very famous plot twist in Final Fantasy VII. That was a big deal when it happened. And upset a whole lot of people.
Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. It's all he's ever known. Unlike her, he chose to do something about it.
Final Fantasy VII, getting back to Final Fantasy VII, it's hard to play now because the game hasn't aged terribly well. There's a whole lot of grinding. But the storytelling was, again, top-notch for 1997. And that there's a plot twist nobody really saw coming. And again, it was you expect to win. You expect to win. You're playing a game, you expect to win. And there was a very big L that you took.
Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. This is all he's ever known, but unlike her, he chose to do something about it.
That's part of what I like about Final Fantasy VII. Sorry, just going back to it. Part of what I like about Final Fantasy in general. One of the things. There's lots of things. The music, the art. But, yeah, the storytelling, it was very different from what you grow up in, where you always win all the time. And that doesn't happen in Final Fantasy. Sometimes you lose, and when you lose hard, and it's bad. It's really bad. Kind of like the end of 1.0 on Final Fantasy XIV, where it's like, oh, there's the calamity, and everybody dies. I mean, not everybody, but close enough. They've destroyed the surface of all of Eorzea, and like most of the people we know are all dead. Oh, that's nice. Cool. That's a thing Final Fantasy has done.
Like her, he was born and raised in an imperial province. That's all he's ever known. Unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe, if I understand that, it'll help me to understand a lot of other things.
Again, it's storytelling where you try to figure out, okay, how do you win when you've lost so much? How can you have an ending that's even remotely happy when everything goes wrong? And that resilient story of, you know what, sometimes survival is the victory, which I've seen several times since. Battlestar Galactica did a lot of that.
The beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Charlene or Oda, is it?
They're survivors of the calamity. They labeled players that played 1.0. Yep. There's a list of them, I think, in the credits.
Not in those words. Wrong voice. Mine's the wrong voice for her, too. Not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. Wrong voice again. Dang it. As much as Lord Hien intrigues us, Pieter, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparations for the inevitable assault on Domo Castle, for one. Thus in the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane, dealing with this troublesome Aetherite. I could go on, but you understand. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. We shall depart for the Azim Steppe at once.
You'll be joining us, Pieter?
For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We'll be refraining from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering your ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we'll be ready for war. If anything happens, you'll need us to come back sooner, you'll contact us. Noble sacrifices are a last resort, remember? Of course. Follow me, my friends. We have many malms to travel before we reach reunion. Wait, don't leave yet. Here, take these for the road. It's simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you, after all you did for us. It may be simple and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedoms. So don't keep us waiting too long. You bet.
So again, we've lost our big advantage. Meanwhile, in the keep of Doma Castle, we've gained a small victory. We've lost a lot. It could turn into something
I would expect
more.
no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
Which prize would that be?
Back to water we go.
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds, they render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope, to make an example of Doma, such as was ordered. Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty, now. Or die with the rest of them.
Yeah.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for.
She's gonna lash out at him so hard.
Oh!
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want him dead. I want his friends dead. I want the heads of everyone he knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
That's what I was expecting. Massive retaliation. Everyone needs to go to ground.
You mean I can finally go after him? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, milady, he won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
Yeah, the weak often take it out on someone unrelated. Meanwhile, in the fringes of Girabania,
Aye, this is the place. When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are. Yet, if this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
I like Estinian a lot. I like Isael too. Aether current attunement complete. I can fly here. Oh, heck yeah. Freebird Xenia. Zensha, excuse me.
If all are ready, let us depart for reunion on the Azim Steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We'll need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast past Isari.
Dang, I've got so many freaking things. Really enjoy the 24-man raid also. Return to Iblis. Oh, sweet. Good crap. Again, trying to save the raids for stuff I can do with my wife, but yes, I am looking forward to that. Return to Iblis. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Hey there, Ochimi. Ochimi is actually a name of one of my alts.
Tell me, have you met with Nazumu that live in the Yazuka Manor? The manor can be found to the southwest of Numai. It was originally home to a wealthy family. However, they were murdered when the Empire attacked. These days, a group of Namazu live there. They visit Numai every now and then, come to trade fish with us. They've shown an interest in some of the trees around here, so I thought to give them a seedling in return, although the road to the manor is long and fraught with danger. But would you mind if I asked you to deliver it at my place? If you're willing to help, please collect the seedling and a vial of wood vinegar from in front of Fakuda's house. The wood vinegar will help them repel insects. Please deliver everything to Namazu, named Yotai. With a hammer and with a hammer, with a hammer. I'm like, okay, I'm trying my best. I don't recall having seen you here before. Oh, would you happen to be a traveler? If so, may I request some of your time? Sure, what do you need? Have you heard of the Lupin? They're a race that appears to be half man, half wolf, and are known for their skill in combat. Yep. They've long served the King of Dorma.
However, when Doma fell to the Empire, many of them conscribed to the Imperial Army, and those who refused were forced to live out their lives as bandits. There's one family in Lupin that called the Namai their home for many a generation. They've acted as the villagers' protection for countless occasions. We could not have survived without their aid. Other questions of the Namazu beast tribe, I think? Nice. Their current oldest son has been the family's backbone up until he too was forced to enlist. Only the mother and her daughter remains now. The whole village expected their youngest to pick up where her brother left off. But sadly, he turned out to be one of the weakest Lupin I've ever seen. He had been unable to keep the village in any way, much less protect it. The ferocious appetite his kind possesses was looked upon kindly back when they kept the village safe, but people are not so understanding when the Lupin give nothing back in return. Crafting beast tribe? Excellent. Even so, considering he spends most of his time looking after his sickly mother, I do not believe he is deserving of the villagers' ire. Assuming you're not just passing through, would you be willing to help the young Lupin? Of course. My thanks. The boy I would have you help is called Kurubana. He lives up on that hill to the west. I'll probably appreciate them a lot more than I appreciated the Mughals, because holy crap, the Mughals really ticked me off. The Mughals ticked me off so much I almost said no. Like, tee, we're causing trouble. It's like, okay, you're causing a little too much trouble. Tee. It's like, all right, y'all need to chill out on the trouble causing. Just a little too much mischief. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. Or what was this? Hey there.
Do you have business with me?
Yeah, do you need anything?
The old man put you up to this. He certainly enjoys meddling in the affairs of others. It is as he says, I'm not much of a fighter. My body's as soft as the Mughals. Of course, I'd love to protect the village just like my brother, but there's a reason he was conscribed and not I. The only thing I'm good at is gathering herbs for my mother. I spent the rest of my time trying not to get in the way of the other villagers. At any rate, if you have no further business with me, I must head off to grind some herbs to make mother's medicine.
Kurbana could do with a confidence boost. Try to rally his spirits. Rally? I'm really good at rallying. The cat's very annoyed that I keep making sounds. I just gotta find Rally. Here it is. You can do it all night long.
I have no idea why you're so interested in me, but fine. I shall do battle with one of the nearby beasts, if that'll satisfy you. Not to say I'll prove Fukuda wrong. I'm merely doing this to show you that you've not expected aught of me. You should not have expected aught of me. You should not have expected Ottomans.
Oh, hey there. I didn't even notice you, Empty. Sorry, I was too focused. Alright, what am I doing? Mauled Man. That's not good. Choose to undertake this quest. You'll receive no guidance from the journal or the duty quest. You need to read the text carefully and decipher the clues to determine your next course of action. Body lying in front of you appears to be gripping something in his hand. Ravaged corpse lies in front of you. Notice a lifeless left hand that says what appears to be a journal. The book's jacket has been stained with blood and takes on a crimson hue. Flipping through its pages, you find what seems to be the owner's final entry. Dearest Keiko, I often wondered if you'd come to resent me for leaving you behind. Every moment spent without you by my side causes my heart to grow weaker and weaker. There have been many a time where I almost gave up, abandoned hope, but I knew I could not until the day I fulfilled my promise to you. The fact I now know this day shall never come pains me more than I could ever express using mere words. Luck has carried me back home, but does not seem to carry me any further. I would not protest were you to think me a coward.
I wanted nothing more than to gaze upon those beautiful eyes and tell you how sorry I am. Tell me, do you still await my return, what we swore we would be reunited one day? It's my ball sketch, tucked into the journal's final pages in the cover. Seems the location where the two lovers promised they would be reunited. Map backgrounds will not be displayed for the duration of this quest. Use the Mauled Man's sketch to search for his former lover. Alright. No. Oh, sorry, you were trading with me. Sorry. I got all distracted and stuff. I got too focused on what I was doing. Oh, you're giving me archer gear. Oh, cool. Okay, thank you. I guess technically it's not archer gear, it'd be dancing gear. Oh yeah, very nice. Excellent. I got all kinds of stuff to meld on there too. Thank you very much. Of course I'm gonna be dying. I did less buying from the market board and pulling from my stashes. Very good. Yes, I just dyed something that doesn't even show up. That's fine. Very good. Well, thank you yet again. Your generosity. Quite impressive. All right, let me actually find the sketch now and see what I can figure out. Okay. So it's water. Looks like there's a tree kind of doing a wiggly thing and a bunch of straight trees. And there's a wall. Let's see if we can find this place. First things first, I need to find some water. A wiggly tree around here. I see no wiggly trees, so let's find more water somewhere else. Maybe it's over here. I'm looking for my wiggly tree. That looks like a wiggly tree right there. Also need a little wall. Wiggly tree and a wall. Looks like that's going to be important, so I don't see a wall, so maybe that's not the right wiggly tree. That doesn't look like water. That, not that. Get this taken care of. I'm thinking of it. Hey there, Kurobana. No shame in losing. Happens to the best of us.
Thank you for intervening. I do hope you've seen enough now to accept that Fakudo was right. I am not, and never will be, a warrior. Fakudo is my brother in name only. Now please, leave me be. Tell Fakudo that you helped me and I once again proved to be hopeless.
I mean, eventually. First I gotta find some water. If I go this way. Plum Spring looks pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't see the wiggly water that I need. Or the wiggly tree. I've seen one wiggly tree, but there wasn't a a wall. I was trying to say. All right. There's Yotai.
Yes, you have business with us?
There's a seedling and some wood vinegar.
Oh my, most sincere thanks for the kind people in the Mai. Since we've been living here, we've been feverishly reading through the Manor's collection of books. No easy task it was. One of the books talked about something called Hanami. It was described as a tradition of enjoying the aesthetic beauty of flowers. I told the people of Nemanians my fascination with the subject.
This is the voice I gave them. Yep, this is the voice I gave them.
To think they remembered and sent us these gifts. We shall raise this plant well, so we, too, can someday enjoy Hanami. Yes.
This is actually one of the closest voices to the voice that was actually given by the people who produced this for localization. It was surprisingly close.
You're the strongest looking adventurer I've seen all day. Very sturdy, very solid. Have indeed I'd like to ask of you. Allow me to explain. Some days past I was walking past the large gate just below the manor here. Well, you can imagine my surprise when I came up under attack by a massive Koja, big and round as a gobbler's belly. I escaped without injury, but the cursed thing made off with my composed coin purse. This combustible Koja were always making life hard for us, Namazu. Could you go and have words with him? I know of no other way to retrieve my coin purse. And if they won't return it, you have my leave to be as rough as you like.
Yep, we're going to have this voice until we are done dealing with these guys. The first one we met was really obnoxious, and so this is the voice we got.
Is it you, I wonder? Yes, I believe it is. The wanderer, the adventurer they spoke of. I'm told you offered your aid to some fellow Namazu in their time of need. I wonder if you'll see fit to offer it to me and mine. I'm in the midst of training some disciples. I could use a bit of help in the doing. I find I tend to go a bit too easy on them. It'd be nice to have someone less biased than myself. If you care to help, come and see me over there. I'll have my disciples gathered and waiting.
There's so many in this building. Oh my gosh.
You're lucky to have come here. Yes. The Namazu of this manor live all manner of men. You're most welcome here whenever you like. And the timing of your visit couldn't be better. I just so happen to have a task that needs doing. Long ago, this manor belonged to the magistrate of Doma. Back then, we Namazu served under him, but in truth, we are more friends than servants. Among us are many Namazu who are greatly interested in the doings of man. They do as they see done, aping, mimicking, and this is what brings us to our current bit of trouble. Some Namazu have taken to man's love of tea, but as harmless as it is for man, the stimulation is too great for us. Drinking it causes us to become drunk, much like your wines and ales do to you. I have 3 friends who set out fishing. They should have returned some time ago, but not a single one of them has. I just know they've hidden themselves away somewhere and are binging on cups of tea. The favor I ask is this. Find them and dump this muddy water on them when you can. The smell of the tea alone is enough to intoxicate me, but I cannot draw near. This deed calls for the constitution of a man.
Thing is, that voice is actually really hard to do as well. All right. What am I doing? I was doing something. More chocobo.
Now there's the face of a lover of a man. Yes, the Namazu I may be, but I am a good judge of character above all else. And never mind that, there's work to be done.
I think you mean the lover of man.
Whatever.
It is a chocobro. For sure.
You should know we Namazu here are taken with civilizing ourselves. This bell serves to proof of that. Yes, quite civilized, is it not? There's a kind of good-hearted artisan who crafted these bells. He would make a gift of one to every newborn Namazu on his name day. But it pains me to say my dear, sweet old man is past. Our tradition must live on for him and for us. I wish to ask for more bells from the grandson that survives him.
Just gotta get through it.
Yet I fear he will not see fit to waste his time dealing with the Namazu. The bellmaker's grandson lives in a drunken toad to the east of Nabai. Here, take this bundle of sun-dried fruits as a token of my good faith.
All right, we're almost done with these guys, right? You should undertake this quest. You'll receive no guidance from the journal or the duty list. You need to read the text carefully and decipher the clues to determine your next best course of action.
Oh yes, you'll do nicely, quite nicely. Please, you must help. My brother set out fishing and should have been back bells ago, but is yet to return. I went looking for him and found this bell far, far to the north and east, on the opposite shore of the one river. No Namazu would ever be so careless as to drop their bell. Careless as to drop their bell. It is more important than all their possessions. I fear something must have happened to him, something horrible, something dreadful. We're always with our bells, and we bear a strong connection with them. Indeed, if you ring a Namazu's bell near its owner, it's a sound most beautiful note. Please use my brother's bell to search for him. I looked downstream where I found it, but there's no sign of him. I'd like you to search upstream where that enormous wall lies.
Sound the Namazu neck bell and use its ring to search for the terrified Namazu. A hard-whiskered Namazu of Yakuza Manor, Yazaku Manor, Yazuka Manor, is looking for a strong-armed adventurer to help him.
Where do your allegiances lie? Are you a man of the Empire? No, then I've got a great job to offer you. Many days passed. A group of Garleans stormed our manor. They wore armor of pitch black and bore swords of sharp steel. Try as we did to stop them, they simply swept us out of their path, beat us, hit us. I pretended not to speak or understand their words, and in the end they spared me, but not before they took from our manor a vase that is very precious to us. They placed it in a crate and carried it off with their own. I mean to have it back from them, and for that I need your help. I've learned that they took the vase east of here, to the base in the lands of Castrum Fulminus. I will await you there, and when you come I will tell you what I have planned.
Yeah, I would have had a silly voice for the turtle people too, but they voiced him pretty early on, and I was able to discern that no, the silly voice wasn't going to work for them. Okay.
There he is. Gioran of Yazuku Manor is preparing casting a perplexed look in your direction.
You look not as one who hails from here. May I inquire, are you a traveler or an adventurer? If so, there's a deed I would ask of you. But before we delve into details, introductions are in order. I'm Gioran I am. I live in this shack with others like myself, and I, like many, have a dream. Yes, I aspire to become the greatest of merchants, to be rich, to be wealthy beyond compare, and then to have an apron made for me that is mine, and mine alone, yes, this is my dream. Among the many treasures in our shack are a collection of kamakimono that are someone left behind, beautiful pictures, wise words. One tells the ancient tale of a poor merchant who rose to great heights. Yes, ever since reading that I've dreamt of doing the same. In that very tale an able adventurer, much like yourself, appeared. Quite clever, quite knowing. He gifted to the merchant his wisdom, his ways, and lo, here you are. It can be no mere coincidence, it is fate, destiny. You must forgive my manners. In my excitement, I neglected to ask your name, your title. Might I have it?
My name is Pietro.
Pietro Krolinsk, is it? Then I shall call you Pietro. Yes, that'll do nicely. Now, where were we? Of course, I was hoping to enlist your aid in the rise to the merchant ranks. I'm afraid I'm quite forgetful these days. I am. My storehouse lies not far from here. Would you do me the honor of paying a visit? I keep all my wares here, my treasures, my trinkets. I should very much like to hear your honest appraisal. Yes. Come then, Peter. You need only follow me. This way.
Am I about to die? Is this how I die?
Wow, you're very purry today, kitty. I didn't really do much to you. Why are you feeling so purry? Barely gave him any attention. He's just like loud purring.
I'll be right back with it. You need only wait a moment.
Are these guys gonna be as annoying as the Moogles?
Here we are. My pride, my passion. This is a collection of everything I've come to gather, to own. It is quite remarkable, is it not? Amazing, astounding. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Here we have grilled mayflies, and here's some dissected toad, and this is a lovely vase here that begs to have things placed within it, does it not? Oh, yes, it does. Well, what do you think? Come now, be honest, be true. What do I see that fetch a fair price at market,
Of these things?
None. There's nothing here I would pay a single gil for. I'm sorry, but this is all garbage.
Are you sure? But I spent days, years collecting it all. Surely there must be something of value, of work. I can't. Nevertheless, a dream is a dream, and I shall not relent. No. I shall find another path to greatness, another way to obtain what people desire, for I am destined to be a merchant of renown. Yes. Now, bearing all of that in mind, whatever shall I do?
I don't know, but I mean, this is garbage.
Yes, I do believe my ideas come to me. Fish! People eat fish. I'm a fish. And so it stands to reason they must buy them and purchase them. I'll take to fishing, to provision my own supply, my own stock. I'll bring my catch to you, Peter. And with your adventuring wisdom, you can tell me which fish to sell and which fish not. Your kind and mine are very different tastes, very different likes. Yes, we do. But I'll fall to you to enlighten me as to which fish agree with the palates of man. Until then, I shall await you by the water.
And with luck, I will soon be done with these people because, oh my gosh, this is very hard to do these voices. Or perhaps I'll just be stuck doing these voices and it'll just be torture every time I have to do something for them. That's also possible. Well, Saus Namazu. There we go.
Oh, I can't drink anymore. Not a sip, not a drop.
Here's some muddy water on you.
That smell, it reminds me of my days under the mud. Oh, those are the days. So warm, So peaceful. Please let Namazu sleep just a little bit longer.
Well, you're flopping a lot. I hope that's not like a death flop.
Oh, this will not serve. This will not serve at all. No, no. I set out to fish just as I had spoken about last we met, but I am ashamed to admit it. I stepped on some whetstone on my rod, my pole. I lost it. Dropped it. Yes, it is gone.
I mean, I could go get it for you.
And before you ask, no, I could not retrieve it. I'm a master of the city, not of the wild. I cast myself into the running water as tantamount to taking my own life. Will you help me in this, Peter? Will you find my rod and retrieve it, return it? It is very dear to me. Yes, it is. Please, I beg this of you. I know not where else to turn.
Yep, well, let me just take like a fish to water and get that for you. I don't mean to be stereotypical, but you would think that fish would be better at this. Well, I got your rod, sir. You need to be more careful with this.
My precious pole, my irreplaceable rod. I am but half a man without it.
Stop saying rod and pole. You're making it weird.
My rod, you found it. As I knew you would, I owe you a debt of gratitude, of thanks. Yes, I do. Yet I confess, I admit, I've been thinking of things since I lost it. Yes, much thinking. It occurred to me, all the Damaso I know are fishmongers. They are, each and every one. That fact led me to recall another passage I read amongst my It said, for one to make their mercantile mark, one must offer something of no other merchant does. A new product, a new service. And so I've made up my mind. I have. I will look into another way to make my fortune. I've given it much thought. There is much more to give. I'll return to my shack and dwell on it some more.
Well, okay then. Any more drunken folk here? Okay, this is going to be Bell Zone, right? Oh no, it's right over here.
Oh, that's the stuff. Yes. Oh, what a feeling. Hey, that's cold, and that smell. Oh, I really cleared up my head. I'm going to rest up a bit, then I'm going to head back to the manor. My head may be clear, but my legs still aren't quite under me.
All right. Let's go this way then.
I don't feel so good.
Here you go. Have some muddy water.
You got mud in my mouth. My head is a deal clearer, but my stomach's still roiling. I'm going to rest up some more. Then I'll head back home.
Nope, I'm glad. Glad I could help. That's what I'm here for, to help. Alright, well, judging from the level of the creatures, we're almost halfway done through the main content.
Peter, you'll be happy to hear, joyous to hear. I put my faith in my Agamemnon, their wisdom, their insight. They've led me to a new calling. Yes, I've learned that there's a pretty price to be paid. For certain ores, certain materials, and so I shall become a miner, a prospector. I fear I may inconvenience you yet again with this endeavor. And as I did in the previous, I only hope you're willing to lend your wisdom again. Yes, yes.
I don't think any of this is actually anything I need. 273. What's my current level? Oh, that was the same. But no, I'm good with what I have now.
I'm ready to begin my life as a miner, as a prospector, yes, yes. I mean to search for my fortune, my fame, and I'm sure it lies to the west of our manor.
Whoa, we're halfway there. Living on a Prayer is good song. Very enjoyable. Yeah, doused your friends.
Well, that was no glamorous deed, but it had to be done. Those fools should all be back as soon as they sober up. Still, it is hard to fault them entirely. Tea is a lovely drink. It tingles as it goes down, and then you feel your entire body relax. Oh, such a remarkably good feeling. No Namazu can see to work when they drink it. That's why we sought to outlaw it. But as you can imagine, that only had the opposite effect. Yes, yes.
Kitty says hello.
This all reminds me. Our dear magistrate often said with a smile that a Namazu with tea is much like a man with wine. Thank you, my friend. You not only helped me, but given me the gift of a treasured memory. I'd not recalled our magistrate's smiling face for some time.
Well, I'm glad I could help. Hey there, Gioran.
Where to look? Where to look? Peter, you gave me a start off right, but I'm glad to see you. It was so good of you to come to visit. I'm prospecting for ores as we speak, using my fortune-seeking barbels. Yes, yes. The Mama's barbel is a sensitive thing. Mine will detect where the most precious of ores lie. I'll do something. I do believe I found something. I felt a tingle, a twinge in my barbels. They tell me there's a great mineral wealth to the north. I must go. I must away.
Yes, you definitely should. Well, what have we here? Just lots and lots of missions with the fish folk. My bridge has seen better days. I wonder if the Lupin knocked that one out. Hard-whiskered Namazu.
I'm glad you made it. I pray the journey was not difficult, for the difficult journey is still ahead of you. Most dangerous, most deadly. The Garlean base is vast, far larger than our own manor. There are many crates of material and they all look alike. But I have a method for finding the one we seek. After they threw me to the floor that day, I lay quiet, but observant. Watching, looking, I saw the box that placed the vase in, and I marked it with a small symbol. But the Garleans keep hounds and they prowl over all the base grounds. I'll give them my scent and keep them diverted. While I do, you must search for the Imperial Mineral case. Materiel case, that's what I meant.
Escort him safely to the Imperial Materiel. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, he will return to the shore south of Castrum Fulminus, where you will rendezvous with him before trying again. Oh boy.
Let us away then.
It's an escort mission.
The vase will be ours.
Everyone loves escort missions, right? Of course we do.
Eyes on the prize. Hurry up and win. This is the one, yes. Yes, it bears the seal of the magistrate's family. Can you see it? I drew it down at the bottom there. Very small, very tiny. This crate contains another precious vase. The Grenadians spoke of it as if it were just another antique, but to us in Namazu, the vase is a treasured memento of our dear magistrate. And now that I get a good look at the crate, it looks like the perfect fit. Not too big, not too small. It is our turn to take from them as they took from us. It's far too heavy for me to carry, though. Would you see it back to Yakuza Mana? Yazuka Manor? Yazuku Manor? Whatever.
The Yakuza Manor. Yeah, of course it is. In a manner of speaking. I love flying in this game. Every single time I fly in this game, I'm happy. It's so huge. It's majestic. I freaking love it. Oh man, I got 12 minutes left. Oh, dang it. I hate these half days. All right. We'll get as far along as we can before we run out of time. Lots of these little missions. Side quest upon side quest. What is it you want of me? I got some sun-dried fruits for you. So even the Namazu know the value of a good gift, do they? I confess I'm not the artisan my grandfather was, but I have a store of wares he left behind. I can offer you half-made bells only. I'll charge no coin for them. Yet, no, they will not ring as they are. You need place them within them round pebbles from the rocky land just behind us. Then they'll ring as true as they did on my grandfather's day. Still, I can't help but wonder, why in the hell did the Namazu see fit to attach these bells to themselves like common cats? It's a strange thing, is it not? At each their own. I have learned not to question weird cultures. I don't question you yours, anyway. One pebble. Oh, you want to fight? All right, let's fight. What am I telling you? I don't actually want to fight. I'm not doing this because you really want to. I'm easy to get along with. Pebble number 2. Pebble number 3. I'm hiding, you can't find me. People say the Era are very good at running. I think we're pretty good at jumping, but, you know. Sometimes you gotta rely on other people to tell you what you're good at. Alright, I got the pebbles. Can people maybe leave us alone for a bit? They can't see me. Skeleton has no effect. Up, maybe? There it is. Hey there, Facundo. I caught a glimpse of Kunabana heading off somewhere with a spear a while ago. Oh, tell me, how did he fare? Oh, he was terrible. Hopeless as ever, you say. Hakuro is such a fine warrior. Cannot believe Kanabura does not possess the same potential. There must be some way we can help him, surely. Maybe have something maybe have him try something besides fighting. I'd not thought of that before. It is quite the idea. It seems my mind has grown slow in my old age. Not all Lupin are born fighters. Let us find Kunabana and see if there's not something else he's skilled at. I apologize for stopping you on your journey, but if you have the time to help, please let me know. Sure do. I see you've chosen to stay and help. You have my thanks. I believe Kunabana may be best suited to work that involves heavy lifting. As you're doubtless aware, this village's economy is entirely supported by rice farming. All the harvest drive is stuffed into straw bags and carried to a nearby storehouse. While Kurabana may not be the best fighter, he's still a Lupin, and as such possesses strength greater than most men. I imagine he could put this to use by transporting rice. I'll inform the storehouse manager, Shiragishi, of the situation. Could you discuss this with Kurabana for me? I'm sure your word will carry more weight with him than my word.
I see you've not done... I see you've not let... I see you have not yet left Namai. I hope you've not come to ask me to fight again. Fakudo wants me to help carrying rice. Well, he goes again meddling in the affairs of others. That said, if it'll help the village, I can hardly refuse. I'll go and talk to Shirijoshi.
There are just way too many syllables in these people's names. You know, it should be 2, 3 tops. Just Kamehameha, just way too much. Kurabana, good to see you. My thanks to your help as well, adventurer. Fukudo has already told me all I need to know. Let us stop by having you carry this sack right here. It's a bit on the heavy side, but do you know you can handle it?
Do not worry, Shirijoshi. I may not be much of a warrior, but I am confident in my strength.
Whatever you do, don't drop it. We're about to stride off to the village storehouses with a spring in his step. I do hope he's up to the task. I've seen many a man struggle to complete their first journey to the storehouse. Hey, you. Pray do me a favor. If he struggles along the way, give him some encouragement on my behalf. It may seem like a test of strength, but carrying rice is ultimately a mental battle. Huzzah. Rally, rally. Rallying time.
I expect the rice would be quite so heavy.
Oh, you got this. Psych.
Thank you. I really wonder if there are no better ways rice could be transported. I've had to check multiple times if it was rice or straw and not a knife that was cutting into my shoulder. But thanks to your encouragement, I think I just may be able to make it to the storehouse.
That's good. Oof indeed. Summoning the last of his strength, Kunabana once again sets off in the direction of the village storehouse. It's way to crap over there. I've heard from Shinidoshi that Kunabana is going to try his hand at this. Never expected him to succeed.
Took every fiber of my being, but I did it. Who knew this would be such tiring work?
Good work, Kunabana. As you've noticed, transporting rice is not quite as easy as it looks, but given time, I'm sure you too will become quite good at it. Now, you have had ample time for a rest. Make another 3 trips to and from the storehouse, and your work will be done for the day.
3 trips? I thought this was it. Sorry, I do not think I'm suited to this after all.
If that's how he responds to the slightest hardship, then I do not think we'll have any use for him. Pray tell Fukudo as much. Turns out he's a bit of a wuss. Ah, Peter. I just caught Kunabana trying to abandon his duties. It seems he was able to carry 1 sack of rice, but shook from the idea of carrying 3 more. Admittedly, he's not wrong to think it grueling work. I, too, struggled to carry even my first load of rice. However, if you continue like this, the whole village will think you're a weak-willed coward. 'Cause you are.
I'm sorry, Fukudo. You have my word. I will not give up like this again.
Perhaps next time you should have tried a job that did not require great strength. Fukudo has long thought long and hard about this. I've come to the conclusion that Kunabana might be best suited to plucking weeds in the paddy fields. Our village name is actually a local term for an arrowhead, an aquatic plant that infests paddy fields if not kept under control. This is precisely why removing weeds is such an important part of rice farming. I do hope you're up to the task, Kunamana. If you fail this time, do not expect to have another chance to prove yourself. I trust you understand the importance of this task.
Do not worry, Fukudo. Weed planting actually sounds quite nice. I have always enjoyed little odd jobs like that. Weed plucking, I mean.
I recall Hayabusa mentioning he was looking for help tending to his paddy fields. If he'll allow you to remove the weeds from his paddies, ask him. Peter, please accompany him and make sure that he does as I've asked. Sure. You know what? This is actually a good stopping point, so I'm going to stop right here. And we will pick this up on Sunday. Sunday, I'm likely going to be doing a lot of the dungeons with the wife. And while I'm doing the dungeons, while I'm waiting for them to queue up, I'll finish up some of this stuff. And then Monday should be our last full day before I head back to work on New Year's. So thanks so much for hanging out, and I will see you later. Have a great one.